One, there's nothing like head of family in the UK. Yeah, wallahi. if you know, you know. There's nothing like to me. Where's my food? You go to kitchen. First come, go to kitchen.
Hello and welcome to another episode. Thank you for tuning on this channel. We are presently on a series of marriage and relocation. And what are we doing? We are talking to couples, real life couples that have moved from a particular country into another country, have been married where they were and are still happily married after relocation. And we decided to visit couples who are married and allowing them share their stories to us, tell us their experiences, the challenges they faced while relocating, and then we get on with that. And I hope you're enjoying this series so far. So we're presently here with the Anyadors. I would let them introduce themselves, but these are an amazing couple. I need to warn you ahead. There is no dull moment with this couple. They are the life of the party. So there is no reservation. They are free like the bird, happy, no dull moments with this family, and I'm so excited to have them speak with us. So I'm hoping you enjoy this. So the next voice you'll be hearing will be that of Mr. Philip and his wife.
My name is Philip Ayando, aka Chifo the Sesefly, because I'm a Kegai chief. And this is my lovely wife, Oluwabumi Janet Ayando. And I call her Boom Shaka. That is my Boom Shaka inside and after my heart. Well, we met at Ikpata in NYC, Nigeria. And this is what NYC gave me. I call her my discharge certificate.
And we've been married for 13 years, going to 14 years next year by His grace. We relocated to the UK March 2021. So we are 3 years in the UK now, as it were.
All right. Thank you very much. And thank you for this opportunity of sharing your journey with us. So do you want to tell us what those things that have been challenging, what has really been challenging with you being a couple here in the United Kingdom after you relocated?
Go first.
Go first. It's been really challenging, you know. We had the culture shock thing and fitting into work, merging it with the kids, the routine, because back home you have this support system. You have people to look after your kids for you. You have helps to help you while you're juggling around for work and all that. But yeah, you know, we had to now come to the realization of you having to work, having to stay back. One of us had to stay back to watch over the kids, do the school runs, but I think so far we've merged into the system. So, but initially what's kind of, we're struggling at some points because of the culture, especially the culture shock. It wasn't an easy thing, but so far so good. We are where we are.
Not only that, for me, you know the normal routine of guys. How far away you dey? You coming for work, you can just branch and just say, guy, what's up? How far? Blah, 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 this and that. And you have take one or two bottles. But yeah, from work to house. and you see, the other thing is that it's not where we are coming from. You know, back in Nigeria, you see, you can equally just call one or two persons for assistance if there is need for it. Like if you have your car break down or one or two things, you can just call somebody on the road. But yeah, it's not like that. You have to go through it's a procedure from one step to another. Yeah, That's that with the journey.
Okay. All right. So what are some of the most interesting things you have learned as a couple relocating to the United Kingdom?
This question is a great one. One, there's nothing like head of family in the UK here. Wallahi. if you know, you know. There's nothing like to me, where's my food? You go to kitchen. First come, go to kitchen. First come, you do the choice in the house. There's nothing like, because you and your wife, you are working together and you are paying bills together. There's not particular, Nigerian back in Africa, you say that this the father will be in charge of the school fees, blah blah this, bring us rent. But yeah, we call it kill and divide. There's nothing like, and it's very to me, I find it lovely, good, because back then in Nigeria, yes, my wife knows my salary, but then doesn't know much about when money is coming from. But yeah, in any one, as in a second, matters a lot. You understand? And it's good because it bonds the union together. It bonds the marriage together. You now love each other more than back there in Nigeria. Like now you can see she's not looking good.
I'll say it has helped us to bond more, because now we are knowing the kind of terrain we are in. We know that if we don't work as partner, we work as a team at home with the kids and everything. So it helps every one of us to bond very well. So the bonding part, because in Nigeria, in most cases, the bulk of the work is on the female. You go to work, take care of the kids, blah blah blah. But this one now, before I come back from work, if my husband is at work, I'm rest assured that when I get home, there's food on the table. But in Nigeria, it's expected that anytime she comes back, she would. You understand? So it helps us to bond very well. And it helps us to be more intentional about our relationship. Yeah.
And lastly, you see, my wife knows when I'm supposed to be at home. If 2 minutes, 3 minutes, like today when I was coming, she called. I think I went to my friend's place to pick up something, which I didn't tell her. So I wish she knew, she would have not called me. Just 20, I think it was 10 minutes late. Oga Alpha, where are you? So to know that all your, as in, you know your time, you know the time that you're supposed to be at home, you understand? And it's checking on you, checking on each other. Yeah, back then we normally do that, but yeah, back then in Nigeria, when you say guys, when it's Friday, you want to do hang out Friday night with your friends. But this one, there's no Friday night with your friends.
Things are more structured.
Yeah,
it is more structured. It helps to curb some excesses.
Yes,
because like an African person, there are so many things we just do. This communal living, we indulge ourselves, we just allow it like. But here, because it's a more structured terrain, so this thing is not allowed. This thing can be done this way. So it curbs some excesses too.
And secondly, by the children, you can see bringing the children into this aspect that you are not born with your children more.
It helps you to create more time for the kids. The children get to see you more.
Yeah, see you more, and you go out, you make things happening. You talk to them like you are talking to
it's not. So you have more family time.
And
bonding.
The bondness is the best.
Bonding, yeah.
Yeah, the bonding is the best now.
Because now I can see you get to drop your children in school, of which you can easily get away with that.
To pick them and drop them.
Or you can easily get someone to do that, but
here
involved in their day-to-day
activity, and they're involved. Their opinions counts.
Yeah.
It's not wrong like this dictatorship. No, everybody's got to say.
Everybody got to say. You have to ask, or why your child will tell you that I don't need it, or this is what I want. You have to explain to you this why. You understand? His opinion counts.
and it makes the family more closely knitted. Yeah.
Amazing. Are there things that you see some couples do here that are not that you see that there are challenges? Like some things that you see that couples do that really doesn't help them to be successful in marriages?
A lot.
A lot.
Here, like I always tell people, the moment you get to abroad, because I'm not relating to UK alone, you should see your partner or your husband, see the person as a team member, not like this person is going this way, you are going this way. You should understand we need to, whatever it is we are doing, we need to be in it together. Yeah. And you should see that there is no option, or because the moment you say, oh, I've got a plan B, you won't take cognizance of if there's been a drift, or because the tendency to drift away is quite high here, knowing fully well that the law favors the female counterpart more than, so people take that for granted. But the moment you understand that, it helps you to be intentional, but it still borders on what are your goals for the marriage. You should, before even getting into marriage, you should have your own goal, your own objective. What do you want from this partnership? So if you want a lifetime thing, you work towards it, because everybody's goals are different. Your vision for your home is quite different from what I envisioned for my own home. So aside, then another thing, communication. People really don't communicate well. And I think that's one of the major thing. Communication, ego. You understand? Like, for an African man coming down, you're like, no, you don't tell me to go to the kitchen. How do you expect me to wash up? Forgetting the fact that we're not home, we're here. You work, I work, you pay the bill, I pay the bill. So we put the work together to get the end results. So,
and another thing about that question you just asked is be truthful to yourself and trust, because some people, because they are not truthful to themselves, you now see that they are not being real. Let me put in that aspect, not being real, because if you are not real to yourself, that means you are lying. If you are lying to your wife, that means you are lying to yourself. You understand? Be real, be truthful to yourself. Make sure that what you are doing, it's as in your wife. If you ask your wife, where is your husband, or your husband, where is your wife, you know where he or she is at that moment. You understand? Not that I don't know where my husband will be now. That's back then, not now. And I can see I have some, can I say, I've read and seen some type of family which they came to abroad, and the marriage is not in again because of what? Yes, trust and sincerity matters a lot in marriage. And the last of all, be your friend. You understand? Like me now, she's my friend. We're friends before we got married, and that friendship is still there. Yeah, the friend. That's what I'm normally telling people. Friendship is the most important thing in marriage. Marriage, husband and wife, it's just a name. Yeah. It's an institute that will fade away one day. In heaven, there's no marriage in heaven. There's no husband, there's no wife in heaven. So that's what our wife, you do it here, but that friendship, do it well. So you do when you are doing it in the other room, you know what you are doing. You understand? So, but that friendship matters a lot. If it's your friend, you know that because it's your friend, take her like you. You can't slap yourself. You can't call yourself a fool. You can't call yourself stupid. You can't call. No, that's what I'm saying. Because you can't call yourself such name. So why will you be calling your wife or your husband such name? And which normally bring issues in most marriage and have broken homes. You understand? Making babies, yes, is good. I didn't say it's no. Yes, that's one of the keys of marriage. But that's friend. that friend, it matters a lot.
Friendship in marriage. In fact, you just said something in plain words that is in the scripture, where the Bible said, wives, submit to your husband, and it said, husband, love your wife as Christ loves the church.
Yeah.
You get it? So how Christ loved the church.
And there are things, you said something that, if you love your wife, if your wife is part of you, if it's one like you, would you slap yourself? Will you call your wife? So I think sometimes we put the wife, or we put the other person here. We don't look at the person that they are part of us. Yes, like exactly. So if we see the person as part of us, there are some things that we won't do. If the person is outside and you want to do something to hurt the person, you know it's part of you. It's just like your child, the child that you gave birth to. There are some things you will, no matter how the person mess you up outside, you still wouldn't do something to the person outside, because you know that person has your name, has your image. So it's fantastic what you just said. Thank you very much.
No matter any issue we have, there's no third party. So we can categorically say for the past 13 years we've been married.
Nobody.
Not my parent, not his parent. Nobody had called us down. In fact, at times they'll be asking like, are you guys okay? Like, yeah, we're fine.
No third party.